Good morning, Ian Crouch with your 8:30 Hunter News Update. The Hunter Region State Emergency Service is again imploring motorists not to drive through flooded roads. Following several rescues in the past 48 hours, an 80-year-old woman was plucked from her car moments before it was swept into the Wyong River. People are being urged to consider working from home rather than risk driving on flood-affected roads. David Rankin from the Hunter Region SES says driving through floodwater puts you and rescue volunteers at extreme risk.
Are people making that very poor decision to try and drive through floodwaters to get to work or just during their general travels? And we're just asking people to please, we're actually imploring, to be honest with you, people to please don't drive through floodwater. It's never safe. It's never a safe decision.
The SES says river levels across the Hunter are likely to peak this morning. The biggest concern is around Bulga, Wollombi Brook and Maitland, while minor flood warnings are still current for the Williams and Patterson rivers, with Dungog residents being urged to be on flood watch and heed the advice of local SES and emergency services personnel. A number of Hunter schools in flood-affected areas are closed today. A full and updated list is available on the Department of Education website. Newcastle Airport is closed until midday on Wednesday. Passengers are being advised to contact airlines directly for changes to flight schedules. And buses are replacing trains between the Newcastle Interchange and Fassifern. Hunter residents are being urged to be patient as the next phase of the COVID-19 vaccine begins this morning. People over 70 and those with a chronic illness are being targeted in this round of the program. However, there could be delays in getting the vaccine to some GP clinics in the Hunter due to the floods. Dr. Lee Fong from the Hunter GP Association has this advice for those who've made appointments to receive the jab.
So if you're in that sort of situation where you've got a booking, say, for today or late this week, rather than calling the practice, I would suggest that you wait until they call you, because there'll be lots of people trying to call the practice, not just to check on their appointments, but to make an appointment as well. So I think let the practice call you. That'd be the best option.
Applications for round 2 of Hunter Water's Love Water Grants program are now open until this Wednesday. The funds hope to help local businesses and community groups improve their water efficiency and ensure a resilient and sustainable future recovering from the pandemic. Feedback Organic founder David Sivier says he's keen to see what other small businesses do with the grants.
Go ahead and give it a try for sure. It's very helpful from the larger organisations such as Hunter Water who are providing these to get you some beneficial funds to get you on the ground and in operating in a way that you kind of like to pursue a little bit more as well. And it just gives you some guidance, which is very, very, very helpful.
Visit the Hunter Water website for more information or to apply.
2NURFM Sport.
It was a night of firsts for the Jets as they were thrashed by Adelaide 4-1. In the A-League's first ever doubleheader, Newcastle conceded 4 first-half goals for the first time on home soil. Coach Craig Dean says his team needs to be humbled.
We need to be a little bit more humble with our football and not be so overly confident, arrogant to think we can play any way we want to play whenever we want to play. It's not that easy a league. You have to be more respectful of opposition and more respectful of conditions, and we just didn't do it in the first half.
Some Knights players are in hot water following the 20-16 win over the Warriors. Phoenix Crosland is facing a 2-match ban for a crusher tackle. Star recruit Tyson Frizzell will avoid suspension for a dangerous contact, escaping with a fine. And both Hunter Hurricanes water polo sides have finished their season with wins. The men's side avenged their defeat to Cronulla last week, beating the Sharks 14-10. The women's beat the New South Wales development side 10-7, but still claimed the wooden spoon. That's sport. I'm Harrison Clinch.
And the winning numbers in Weekend Lotto are 22, 32, 13, 8, 19 and 9, and the supplementaries are 15 and 25. And now you're up to date with the latest 2NURFM Hunter News.